A 73-year-old man was found dead in his bed. Not from a heart attack, but from a morning habit gone terribly wrong. It wasn't a stroke, not a chronic illness, but an unexpected tragedy tied to morning masturbation gone awry. His body gave out during what should have been a private moment of release. This isn't a one-off case, it's a stark warning for men over 60. I'm Dr. James Carter, a urologist and men's health specialist with over 30 years of experience helping older men stay strong, sexually vibrant, and confident, both in the clinic and in their daily lives. What if something as natural as self-pleasure, when done carelessly, was silently weakening your heart, damaging your prostate, or dulling your ability to feel joy? In this episode, I'll reveal 5 dangerous mistakes older men make during morning masturbation and share practical steps to avoid them, protecting your health and vitality. Mistake number 4 is one nearly every man makes, and it could be quietly draining your energy every single day. Before we begin, if you're serious about aging with strength and safeguarding your health, please subscribe and turn on notifications. That way, you'll never miss a tip designed specifically for men like you. In the comments, type 1 if this message speaks to you, or 0 if it doesn't. I'm always listening and here to improve. Let's dive into the first mistake, one that's so common, it's practically automatic for many men the moment they wake up. Mistake 1. Masturbating immediately after waking up. One of the most dangerous habits older men fall into is engaging in self-pleasure right after opening their eyes. It seems like the perfect time your body feels rested. Testosterone levels are naturally higher in the morning, and you might wake with an erection. But acting on that urge too quickly, before your body has fully transitioned from sleep, can put serious strain on your system. During sleep, your heart rate and blood pressure drop significantly. When you wake, your body needs 20-30 minutes to stabilize, gradually ramping up circulation and nervous system activity. Jumping straight into sexual stimulation causes a sudden spike in heart rate and blood pressure, which can lead to dizziness, chest tightness, or, in rare but real cases, cardiac events like arrhythmias or even heart attacks. This isn't just about the heart. Your nervous system takes a hit too. Morning masturbation too soon can trigger a rapid dopamine surge, followed by a crash that leaves you feeling fatigued, emotionally flat, or unmotivated for the rest of the day. For men over 60, whose bodies are more sensitive to abrupt changes, this can turn a potentially energizing act into a silent energy drain. I've had patients describe feeling off all day after their morning routine, not realizing this habit was the culprit. What to do instead? Give your body time to wake up. Wait at least 20-30 minutes after rising. Start your day with a glass of water to rehydrate. Do some light stretching to get blood flowing, or take a short walk to stabilize your blood pressure. If you choose to engage in self-pleasure afterward, your cardiovascular and nervous systems will be better prepared to handle it safely. This simple delay can protect your heart, boost your energy, and set a positive tone for the day. If you're still with me, let's move to the next mistake, one that's rewiring men's brains in ways they don't even notice. Mistake 2. Relying on high-stimulation pornography. In the quiet of the morning, many men turn to pornography to spark arousal, often choosing fast-paced, digitally enhanced content that's designed to overstimulate. For younger men, the effects might be subtle, but for men over 60, this habit can wreak havoc on both emotional and sexual health. High-stimulation porn floods the brain with unnatural levels of dopamine, the neurotransmitter tied to pleasure and motivation. Your brain isn't built to handle such intense, rapid bursts of stimulation. Over time, it becomes desensitized, requiring more extreme content to achieve the same arousal. This can dull your ability to feel pleasure from real-life intimacy, whether with a partner or even through natural self-pleasure. The consequences go beyond the bedroom. Men who regularly consume intense porn often report feeling emotionally disconnected, foggy, or even depressed by midday, unaware that their morning habit is the trigger. For older men, the brain's ability to recover from dopamine overload slows down, making the damage more pronounced. I've seen patients who struggle with intimacy, lose confidence, or feel isolated, all because their brain has been conditioned to chase an artificial high. This creates a vicious cycle. You need more stimulation to feel anything, which further numbs your emotional and sexual responses. What to do instead? Step away from the screen. Reconnect with your body through touch, memory, or imagination. If you're used to porn, try weaning off. Gradually start by limiting your exposure to once or twice a week, then phase it out entirely. Focus on the sensations of the moment, or recall a meaningful memory. This not only preserves your brain's sensitivity, but also fosters a deeper connection to your own body and emotions. If you're finding this helpful, comment 1 below to let me know you're following along. Now, let's talk about a physical habit that's far riskier than most men realize. Mistake 3: straining or holding your breath during climax. One of the most common yet overlooked mistakes is tensing muscles, clenching, or holding your breath during masturbation, especially at the moment of climax. For men over 60, this isn't just a bad habit, it's potentially deadly. This behavior, known as the Valsalva maneuver, creates a sudden spike in internal pressure, constricting blood vessels and temporarily starving the brain of oxygen. In the morning, when blood pressure is naturally elevated, this can trigger serious health events, from fainting to strokes or heart arrhythmias. I've treated patients who experienced these issues and were shocked to learn their morning routine was a contributing factor. Even if it doesn't cause an immediate crisis, repeated straining has long-term consequences. It can weaken pelvic floor muscles, compress nerves, and damage blood vessels, leading to numbness, tingling, or reduced sensitivity in the genital area. Some men notice it takes longer to climax, or that orgasms feel less intense, not realizing years of straining have taken a toll. Climax is meant to be a release, not a physical struggle. By tensing up, you're working against your body's natural design. What to do instead? Practice relaxed breathing during self-pleasure. Inhale deeply through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth, especially as you approach climax. Keep your muscles loose, particularly in your chest, abdomen, and pelvic area. If you catch yourself tensing, pause and reset. This not only reduces physical strain, but also enhances the pleasure and emotional satisfaction of the experience. Protecting your body now means preserving your sexual health for years to come. But even if you breathe correctly, there's another oversight that could be setting you up for painful complications. Mistake 4: skipping urination before or after masturbation. One of the most underestimated mistakes is failing to urinate either before or after masturbation. It seems trivial. Why would a quick trip to the bathroom matter? But for older men, this small habit is critical for protecting the urinary tract, prostate, and overall sexual health. When you don't urinate before, concentrated overnight urine sits in the bladder, and the physical pressure of sexual activity can irritate the urethra or exacerbate mild prostate enlargement, common in men over 60. This can lead to incomplete bladder emptying, discomfort, or even fluid backup, which increases infection risk. Failing to urinate afterward is equally risky. Residual semen or bacteria left in the urethra can create a breeding ground for infections. I've treated countless men with chronic urinary tract infections, burning sensations, or pelvic pressure, many unaware that skipping this step was the hidden cause. For men with sensitive prostates, this habit can trigger prostatitis, a painful, recurring inflammation that disrupts sexual function, bladder health, and quality of life. These issues aren't just uncomfortable, they can lead to long-term damage if ignored. What to do instead? Make urination a non-negotiable part of your routine. Urinate before to clear the urethra and reduce bladder pressure, and again after to flush out any bacteria or irritants. This simple habit takes less than a minute, but can prevent painful infections and protect your prostate. If you experience burning, pressure, or frequent urination, see a urologist promptly. These could be early signs of a bigger issue. Now, let's address the final mistake, one that's not about what you do, but what you choose to ignore. Mistake 5. Ignoring your body's warning signs. The most dangerous mistake isn't an action, it's inaction. Far too many men dismiss subtle signals their body sends during or after masturbation. Numbness, weak or delayed orgasms, burning during urination, a dull ache in the groin, or unusual pelvic pressure are often brushed off as just getting older. But these aren't normal aging, they're warnings. Masturbation can act as an early detection system, revealing issues with nerve function, blood flow, or prostate health, but only if you're paying attention. Ignoring these signs risks serious consequences. I've seen men lose sensation permanently, develop chronic pelvic pain, or face urinary dysfunction because they delayed seeking help. For example, a patient in his late 60s ignored mild numbness for years, assuming it was age-related. By the time he saw me, nerve damage had progressed, and recovery was limited. These issues often start small, but grow when neglected. Your body is trying to communicate it and silence it. What to do instead? Listen to your body. Keep a mental note of any unusual symptoms, even minor ones. If you notice changes like reduced sensitivity, discomfort, or altered sexual function, schedule a checkup. A simple exam, blood test, or prostate screening can catch problems early when they're most treatable. Awareness is your greatest ally in preventing irreversible damage. If you're still here, comment 1 to let me know these insights are resonating. Conclusion: a call to action. Thank you for staying with me through this critical conversation. Masturbation isn't the enemy. It's a natural, healthy part of life that, when done mindfully, can support your vitality as you age. But the 5 mistakes we've covered: rushing into stimulation upon waking, overusing high-stimulation porn, straining during climax, skipping urination, and ignoring warning signs are silent threats. They're not loud or dramatic, but their cumulative impact can erode your health, energy, and confidence over time. In my 30 years as a urologist, I've learned that most health challenges in older men don't stem from sudden crises, but from small, repeated habits and ignored symptoms. This isn't about shame or fear, it's about empowerment through knowledge. You deserve to age with strength, clarity, and joy. You deserve pleasure that energizes rather than depletes, and health that supports the life you want to live. Start today. Pick one mistake to address. Maybe it's waiting 20 minutes after waking, cutting back on porn, or booking that overdue doctor's visit. Small, consistent changes build transformative results. In my next episode, I'll share a powerful morning routine tailored for men over 60, a simple set of steps to optimize your heart, hormones, and vitality every day. Your next chapter can be your strongest yet, and I'm here to guide you. Comment 1 if you're ready to take control of your health, and let's walk this path together. Stay strong, stay mindful, and I'll see you soon.